1967. Yes, we start off in the 1960s. Summer. We start off being introduced to her first at school at the age of 16, working in a convenience store and living with her freestyled parents in a commune. As Christmas approaches, the school pupils write letters, Christmas cards to the New Zealand Army in Vietnam. Summer sent hers that landed in the lap of Corporal Scott Taylor. We are then plunged into Summer's life, learning about a new developing interest, painting with watercolours amongst other complicated life scenarios. Scott. Oh dear, Scott, Scott, Scott. Can he catch a lucky break? We follow Scott through his army years and meet his army mates who get up to all sorts of shenanigans until it's time to go back home to New Zealand to his wife. Scott also continues this pen friendship with Summer, and we ask ourselves, will they ever meet? Do we have here a start of something more than friendship, or is this just kindness swept up in a letter? This is beautifully written. The author's plotting skills are tight and characters all had different personalities. Very colourful, very real and plausible. The protagonist, Summer, a strong female that was naive from the start, but with determination and with help of some very caring friends, ended up to be a well-rounded female with a very strong spirit. You know what? Some of the story took me back to my childhood days with the mention of counting out lollies into a small white paper bag. And I feel like we've gone full circle because what have I had here? No, it's not a small white bag, but it's a brown large paper bag which we now use in supermarkets. Not your plastic anymore. Another thing that took me back to my childhood days were grey metal milkshake containers. I was proud of the fact that our own Kiwi author mentioned our own brand of ice cream, Hokey Pokey. A New Zealand favourite for many ice cream enthusiasts, including myself. I absolutely love Hokey Pokey. Oh, I need to have it more often, I'm sure. Some of the plot twists were predictable for me, but the major ones definitely put a spanner in the works and twisted the story to amusing heights. Naturally, we go around New Zealand, down south as far as Christchurch, to way up to the top of the North Island. We don't stay in New Zealand though. We are transported to Vietnam and Paris with a vastly different atmosphere. I was also pleasantly surprised that some of the book is set out in letter form. Oh gosh, I've got Chloe come here to interrupt things again. Where was I? And I was rudely interrupted. I was also pleasantly surprised that some of the book is set out in letter form, so we can see for ourselves that Summer and Scott were writing to each other about. Although this is part of a series, it can be read as a standalone. If you are looking for a gut-wrenching twist in a historical fiction, with a historical fiction setting, sorry, Chloe has well and truly distracted me, but hey, this is live, so whatever. Look no further. This will have you crying through the pages. Definitely a 5-star rating from me, and will suit anyone interested in the Vietnam War, New Zealand, and Paris, and the arts. This is definitely an interesting tale of love with torment, tears, and laughter. Until next time, this is Pauline Reid signing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you.